Environmental Management Systems, Understanding and Implementation Program, Project 7. So at this stage, I will just request the house that we will rise and sing the song. Stand and sing of Zambia, proud and free, land of wealth and joy in unity. It us in the struggle for their rights. We won freedom's fight. All one strong and free. Africa is our own motherland, fashioned with and blessed by God's good hands. Let us all our people join as one, brothers under the sun. Oh, one strong and free. One land and one nation is our cry. Dignity and peace means Zambia's sky. Like an noble eagle in its flight. Zambia, praise to thee. Oh, one strong and free. Praise be to God. Praise our nation. Zambia, Zambia. Free men we stand under the flag of our land. Zambia, praise to thee. Oh, one strong and free. Thank you. You may take your seats. Thank you once more. The list of honor and no protocols observed. This is the team that Mr. Wayne from together with Peter has delivered insofar as implementation of ISO 1401 is concerned, environmental management systems. So we expect this team to be our ambassadors, environmental champions ambassadors, who go out there, go and implement what we read. So at this stage, Mr. Guest of Honor, I'll request that each one of these delegates seated before you, they are going to share their experiences so far as this program is concerned, what they have learned and what they'll be able to do in their respective organizations. So we'll start with Madam Chinta from RDA. So it will be the yes. Okay. Come in front. You get the front.
Just like that.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, my name is Mr. Marambo here. As an individual, I'm very delighted to be part of this training. As I have learned a lot. I've been exposed to the whole process of going about putting in place an environmental management system using the ISO standard that is currently in place. When I go back, I'll make sure I'm one of the champions in my organization to make sure that we have an integrated environmental health and safety policy. We don't have one at the moment. We've been trying to come up with a safety policy, but not doing it the right way, of course. But from this training, I'm sure me and my colleagues have picked up out a lot on how we are now going to go about it, and also integrating more aspects of the environment into it. Yeah. I won't go into the nitty-gritties of what exactly, but we also look forward to, with your help, having top management buy-in to ensure care, maintain and construct our roads. We are doing it sustainably and in compliance with all local and national obligations.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We are forming the good opportunity for our people to this event. Normally, at least I wasn't understanding what opportunity I saw about, because it used to happen in a workplace where they want to work with us, and a lot of things that was needed I couldn't understand. So at least I'm going to work on the implementation and what's needed. Good afternoon. Okay, so I've also learned a lot. Okay, the first thing I think is when we're trying to develop our OHS policy, we were combining the policy together with the procedures. Already from this, I've picked that should be separated. Okay, the policy should be specific and on point, whilst the rest of the needs comes in the operation manual or the procedures themselves. And then the other thing that we did is, of course, we did the approaches to the PMS, which includes the process approach. We have the plan PDCA approach, and then we have the thinking-based approach. We went into detail and did all those, which I feel would help us even as we carry out our day-to-day activities in our workplace.
I guess it's been a long journey, a 3-day journey. So what I've learned a lot of things, which are different. Once I go back to our company, I'll be able to implement whatever I've learned. Because from all previous in terms of ISO 1400, I had ideas, but through this training, I've learned a lot, which I guess in terms of implementing objectives and other stuff, the processes on how to go about it. I think definitely once I'm home from here and go back, I'll be able to do a lot.
Hi everyone. My name is Zambia from RTA. What I've learned in this training is how to formulate a policy and also objectives. It is so exciting, especially on the objective part where we had to do the exercise, and it was very educative. I learned a lot, and I'm sure, like when I go back, we're going to come up with objectives in a smart manner. The other thing, I'll be able to, I think it's going to also help me to look at my planning, and I'll be able to check, do the evaluation, and also it's going to help on the improvement part. Yeah, it's been a wonderful training, and I feel so energetic. I must mention because of the way it was done, and the trainer was so clear. Yeah. So thank you so much, Mr. Wellington, and thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, for interacting.
Good afternoon, everyone. Michael Menga is my name. The training has been so enriching. So enriching in the sense that it has more of cemented my understanding of the environmental management system. And cementing in the sense that now gives me the vigor to go and lobby for its incorporation in most of the forestry activities. There are a number of forestry activities that require these environmental procedures to be put in place, such as where forest concessionaires are working. Even ourselves, we have areas where we have tree climbers that climb the trees to go and harvest the seed so that we can replant. And in many other areas, I will not touch the other, my colleague in the labs, where the procedures need to be upgraded, so to say. And when I looked at the ISO 14001 and the procedures there, they're so fitting. So that is why I'm saying it's so enriching. And having learned on the procedural aspect of coming up with these compliance inspections and compliance it has actually lifted me from one level to the other. So I can only look forward to the internal aspect, but whenever there will be these internal audit trends, that will be more like trying to close the gap. So thank you very much for having invited Forestry Department, and indeed for your enriching lecture materials that will be there. One thing I can say is that please, as we go, when we get back to you, trying to ask on one or two things, please accommodate our questions. And to you, my colleagues that we have interacted, this is the relationship that has been built, and we've been interacting here and there. So God bless everyone. Thank you.
What I can say is that I've learned a lot and will try by all means to understand more, implement the environmental management system in our company for us to grow more and to add more knowledge.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Melida Habeni, and for me, this training has opened up my mind because I'm a law student, and we only learn about this from a legal point of view, which is like environmental management. But this has opened up my mind to how companies actually involve themselves and come up with policies and implement the EMA and other legislation when it comes to environmental management systems. So yes, that's what I think.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Grace from Forestry Department. I'm indebted to the opportunity available to me to attend this workshop. Thank you so much. I have learned a lot throughout the workshop. And I have learned that ISO 14001 is very important. Yes, when it comes to implementation of environmental management system. And out of what we have learned so far, I have organized key takeaways in 3 segments, which are benefits, requirements, and certification. On benefits, once we implement the environmental management system, we will tend to reduce environmental impact and also improve on regulatory compliance and enhance operational efficiency. And among the requirements implementing the environmental management system, we have policies like the environmental policy. We also need to identify environmental risks and controls and set objectives and targets. Then, in doing that, we need to assign resources and roles like we discussed in the last session. We also need training and awareness programs, like one of the activities that we had. And also we need documentation and control processes. We need to have operational controls. Also, one thing we discussed about emergencies, that we need to be prepared, or what we should have is emergency preparedness and response plans. Like we talked about, emerging uncertainties like fire, breakouts, floods, and like. Then you also need monitoring and measuring processes. Having a laboratory background, I'm sure when I get back to forestry research, I'm going to initiate the implementation of the environmental management system based on the ISO standard 14001 of 2015 edition. And when it comes to certification, once you are certified, like we learned, certification coming from ZOHSA, we are going to demonstrate a commitment to environmental responsibility and also enhance reputability. Our reputation is going to be enhanced, and also we shall be regarded as credible. Our credibility in our operations will be high, and it will also improve stakeholder trust. That is the confidence. I'm sure from here, I'm going to be an ambassador of TCCCAD when it comes to policy creation and also implementation of these ISO standards. Not only did I hear about ISO 14001, we also discussed other ISO standards and also other policies. We talked of policies and acts, ZEMA Act, environmental policy, and the other things. So, in a nutshell, I'm highly indebted to you for having invited Forestry Department to take part in this wonderful workshop. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. To the facilitators and organizers of this say thank you. I have been looking forward to be part of the trainees, and the opportunity came along. And well, I never wanted to shun it, despite having busy schedules. But I said I needed to be part of this because of my work, which involves enforcement out there. I needed to understand this ISO standard, and to tell you the truth, it has changed my approach in the manner in which I'll execute my work. I need to ensure that we have this standard implemented like countrywide, not just on my own personal benefits. We need to benefit as a country. I'm an inspector of factories, and in our jurisdiction, I think very few people would have this knowledge. So I can promise that I'll be your ambassador. I need to sell this system. I need to tell the industry where I came from. We need to sell this, the importance of enhancing this environmental condition for, of course, our future generations. And I think I will do just that. I thank you.
Thank you very much. At this point, I would invite the facilitator just to share with us before
Even me,
yes.
despite being the talkative for three days. All right. For me, my duty is very simple. Yeah. Remember when we started the journey? You remember the first question? You're not going to answer? No. The question was, how many of you commemorated the environmental day, World Environmental Day, which was on the 5th of April? And I was saying my disappointment was what percentage can I give it? Was it right?
0.5.
Okay, so Zambia joined the rest of the world in commemorating. So now there is also an individual aspect that she has brought in. That is why I posed that question. So in terms of awareness programs today, let's associate ourselves with the protection of the environment. I was happy today. This is when I was just trying to look at our national anthem. It make a very good speech. Let me quote something. Africa is our own motherland. Fashioned with and blessed by all God's hands. Why do we want to destroy the land that has been fashioned and blessed by God with our hands? So we are sending you there to go and be the good ambassadors.
Thank you, Mr. Facilitator. As a guest of honor, I'm actually convinced that this is a very brilliant class. The pass mark for the test, the was 80%. And because of the physical, the test was measured based on how active the delegates were participating. And we have just been informed that the lowest got 100%. Thank you. At this point, I'll invite the guest of honor to just the closing speech.
I sense leakage in the spirit. But everybody should pass.
Thank you so much, first and foremost, for this rare privilege of standing in front of this beautiful crowd. But before I dive into what I've been asked to do, allow me to just share a story. A storyteller by nature. My grandmother told me a story of this couple that kept chickens. So one day, this couple was fed up with the rats that were coming in and out of their poultry house. So they decided to bring what would work up a trap. So the first animal to see the trap was the mice or possum. So these mice went to the snake. Actually, it went to the chicken. I've seen the owner of the poultry has put something there. Please help me remove it. The chicken said, that's not my problem. Do I look like a rat? So the rat went to the goat. At least to have got at least a bit of hooves. We can just step on the mouse trap and it will be removed. The goat said, do I really look like a rat? So the rat had no option but to go to the last person or to the last animal the rat thought would be of help. And it went to the cow and it begged the cow, look at your hooves. They are very big. And look at the size of the mouse trap. It's very small. Just step on it. Otherwise, if it is not dealt with, I'll be killed. The cow just looked down and said, but I'm not the rat. That is meant for you to. Fast forward, a week later, the owner just said the trap triggered. So he knew that something was caught. So he rushed there quickly. Unfortunately, what was caught was a snake by the tail. Since it was dark, the snake bit the owner, and unfortunately enough, we didn't die. It was bedridden for so many days. Then they realized, no, this sickness is not going away. Some elderly person said, no. The cure for this is chicken soup. So they got the chicken and they killed the chicken. The rat was just watching. 5 days later, you know how we are in Africa. They brought in a few. They said, we run out of chickens. Maybe that's not a goat to just scatter for the food for the people that have come to see the man that is sick. They did slaughter the goat. Unfortunately, after a week, the man passed on. There was a funeral. Then they said, let's just now slaughter the cow. In relation to what we've learned, sometimes when we're doing certain things, because it's very minute, sometimes you might not see the effect of what we do on the environment. I've always said this to people. If I have, especially ladies, I think this is a challenge to every one of us. Imagine this is used cooking oil. What do we do with it? Most of us will pour it into the drain. Imagine that this is 500 mils. It's 300. Let's just say, for calculation's sake, let's say this is just 1 liter. Imagine how many are we in Zambia? 20 million. Let's say 1 million are thinking as foolishly as I'm thinking by pouring this into the drain. Do you know how much we would have put in our water bodies? So our actions, minute and small as they may, might not be as small if they are being done at a corporate or a bigger level. So we need to, so for me, from what I've seen, Mr. Moderator, sir, and TCCCAD, I think before I even say this, you've done a very good job. You've done a very good job, and I pray that the same zeal that we've seen is a zeal that we'll run with as we before. So simply put, let me just read through this, because you are distinguished ladies and gentlemen, beautifully dressed. I hope I get my shake afterwards. It's my pleasure to stand before you today to close this intensive 3-day workshop on ISO 45001 of 2015. That is our EMS, or Environmental Management System. I'm thrilled to see the enthusiasm and excitement that I saw when people are addressing and telling us what they have learned. Allow me to extend my gratitude to Sir Wellington for a good job, well done. Not because I heard you speak, no, but because I heard that what you actually spoke. I think people were able to. If you can have been one saying, I will be your ambassador, then you know that you've done a good job. Your insights are and provide examples, of course, of what they said. I mean, if I was a pastor, I would say, Lord, give me the ability to speak above their head, I will below their feet, make them touch their hearts. And this is what you did. And that is the practicality that you see when these people go into their various departments. Another thing that I think for me that is very nice is that, you know, we are used to seeing mining companies, but again, we are acting a very nice player, where now organizations like the RTA, the department, Pelican, ministry, all are now realizing that this is not an individual fight. It is, and looking at where we are now, I think if I mention ZESCO, you know what I mean now. Okay? Somebody talking was saying that even now ZESCO have lost the schedule for the schedule. Why? Not because they want it, but because of the climate change. That's so real. So we can make a difference now in individual spaces. For me, another thing that I see is, I think, apart from the facilitator, I think what you commend is what you are doing. Yeah, of course, some of you might know that I belong to an association called Zambia Occupational Association, who are part of you, championing the sheer activities in the nation. And sorry, I'm a salesman. We employ some of you who are not actually members of ZOHSA to be part of it. I was telling my sister that the best time to be part of an organization is infancy, because you have an opportunity to nurture it to what you want to be. So please, you are welcome. I think through our facilitator, TCCCAD, we can help out. You know, this collaboration is very important. I think I'm going to do for having invited me, because you also now, I mean, we also know that you also recognize us in your space, and we have a platform of about 700 plus people. So apart from you being our vehicle, we also be your vehicle to motivate people and tell them that what Zambians that are doing it, instead of us going out there to find facilitators and trainers, we know that we have local people that can do this. And as we conclude this workshop, I charge you to take lessons, especially participants, learned in this. You know, the only thing that can make a difference if what we think. Now you have a resource. I'm your resource. He's your resource. He's your resource. We are each other's resource. Okay. Some of you might be saying, but we are struggling to have this shape policy. Where we are coming from, others have established shape policy. So let's tap into that by the members will say, co-share this networking that we make. And last but not least, I also want to extend my gratitude for having given the ZOHSA space for training. Highly intended, and we are grateful. And thank you, sir. We will not forget you in our. We'll be like Joseph. We will not be like the other one who forget. Come there. We'll remember you. That the speaker there was running with the cost of. I cannot forget who I am. In conclusion, allow me to simply say that having seen what we've done, and that we've got good soldiers that will go out there and promote what we've learned and put it in practice, I pray that you won't forget to carry the mantle of and just also put this into practice. Having said that, allow me to say I'm now officially say our show is closed, and I thank you. You'll be good ambassadors, and the God richly bless you. Amen.
No, sometimes nsansanga shafurisha abantu batachiranya nokuna thanks. If you are chitika abageso bona the western no, nsansa because he has seen new member. So no man love him na kabi. Awe bona geso bona.
But I mean, I was trying to do something. My apologies. My forgiveness. My mom, my chance. Right, I'm excited. Let me just say this. It's a bad joke. The father, two boys were smoking. After smoking, whatever, so Johnny Dogway, no after Baba to speak about your Johnny. So I think I'm so my name is Shanzi Distance. I work for an organization called Occupational. But humbly enough, I was invited to the capacity of Zambia Occupational Health and Association President. You have the privilege of being hosted by the president, and you also have the privilege of being housed by distinguished ladies and gentlemen. So we are a powerful team, so we can make waves. So please, Shanzi Eustace is so please, thank you so much. So yeah,
Thank you very much. I hand over back to the training manager.
Thank you once more, and thank you, the rest of honor for that speech. So at this stage, what will happen is we have reached the point of certificate representation. So what will be happening is once your name is called out, come with the high table and then the pause for the go back to the seat. So our request is that
for individual commemoration, you need to sing it.
I'll explain.
Yes, sir. I don't like to introduce the cameraman.
No, when he's closing the video.
This is an international platform.
So bear in mind that the lowest vote 100%. So certificates are not arranged in order. So they are just the number of them. So if we call you last, doesn't mean the vote is the lowest. But I can help. So at this point, I will invite Ivy come. Suppose.
In between. The person should be.
Congratulations.
Any relationship with the prophet?
Just
Personalized collaboration.
that's appreciated.
Any relationship with the president?
Michael name.
Relationship with Michael
For 11. Just pray for her. Lord, I pray that the Spirit of God will not hinder her.
Both are in English.
I was worried this man behaved like my Samaritan, a good Samaritan. I don't know if it was intentional or that it's balanced. Would have a very good Samaritan. Mary Jane. Mwanamke awasikie kile kwa Islam, labda nalinda kesi, you know.
Sila Chanda.
Congratulations.
So at this stage, I will invite people to come and propose.
Guide us from now.
One more chair. Then you can mix up what area of standing here. Search 1, 2. And also the chairs are facing.
But you should have had, how much there, Alex, you should have had the money in between. But gender sensitivity.
The men can sit down. The men, yes, can sit down.
Wow, that's nice.
And we balance up more this.
Now, just to repeat,